This game is underway. They're setting up the return. Keeps his legs moving. Coons, the one who brings him to the ground. That return's good for about 22. Manning's the man in charge of the offense here today. He's got one of the best QB ratings in the NFL this season.
Well, when you're on the defensive side, you're going against Peyton Manning. It's all about the skies. Can you fool him? And it's very hard to do. Can you wait till there's 2 or 3 seconds left on the play clock before you show what your defense is going to do so he doesn't have time to react?
It's a 2 tight end formation. First down at the 35. Catch made along the sideline. Now let's meet the offensive starters. A group that has been under great scrutiny all week long after its awful performance a week ago. The Broncos snap it at the 36. And it's Clay Matthews in on the play. And with that, let's look at the Packers' defensive lineup. The strength of this defensive unit, its ability to defend against the pass, right now in the top 5 in the league. The Broncos will look to get to the 45 to pick up a first down.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
3rd and 5. Peyton able to find Demaryius Thomas. Burnett's there to make the stop.
Manning selling this play big time. The defense, they go for the run fake, and that's why he has time to throw the football and makes the completion. Good job.
First down following the long play. Manning's back in shotgun formation. Sanders comes up with the ball. Sanders is marked down at the 27.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the open guy short. They get the completion. They still do not get the first down, though.
The Broncos from the 27. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown. That's a... The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The Broncos really have this offense cranking, Phil. They've scored on their last 2 series.
You know, what we see now in the NFL, so many different ways to move an offense. Screens, run plays, power plays, trick plays. Right now, everything working on the offensive side.
First down at the 20. And here's the toss. Has the first down. Now looking for more. Burnett's there to take him down. Double tight end formation. First down at the 42. Tosses the football. He is tackled at the 40-yard line. After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. Gets it out for the completion. That's a gain of 7. That's his first reception today.
A lot of times you look at the drag route and you think that's the safety valve. You know what? It is. The quarterback is always taught to look down the field. If there's nobody open, throw it to the drag route coming across the field. That time they did it. It's just short of getting the first down.
Two tight ends on the field here.
doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Coming to the line at the 30. Second and 10. Flip to the outside. And he is tackled at the 30-yard line.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a third and long situation for the offense, to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
Looking middle that time, and it's incomplete.
The Broncos really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's third and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. Dropping back 3. He climbs the ladder and has it. The Packers are going to punt the football. We'll see what he can do here. He's brought down at the 25-yard line.
The Broncos know there's 3 parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking. They get it done.
Manning's ready for the snap. Empty backfield. The Broncos with an empty backfield look here. First down at the 25. Has his man.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
It's the Packers against the Broncos. 2 franchises that met in the Super Bowl back in 1997 when John Elway. Phil won his first Super Bowl title.
Yeah, and how fitting for John Elway after a long career. He deserved that Super Bowl. And Terrell Davis was outstanding all year long, and also in that Super Bowl in 1997. That's a good job by the receiver, running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
And now returning to the field, just 2 minutes to go, and it's a big spot as we've got an offense that would love to increase that lead before the intermission. First down at the 38. Launches it down the field. The ball is knocked out.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass. Now he's going to change the play and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
The reception by Demaryius Thomas.
Well, when you play in this cover 3 defense where 3 defenders are playing deep, that's great. You stop the deep passes, but who's going to stop the quick ones? Well, nobody. That's why the quarterback and the receivers are having really good success throwing these slant patterns.
The Broncos will take the snap from the 45. Looking to go deep. On his way. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown. We're approaching halftime, and with that touchdown, they have a little extra breathing room before the break.
Oh, man, they're inhaling big time, and they love the way...
Looking long, and they can't connect.
Look up at that scoreboard. You're leading the football game, so we have a 3rd and long situation. So you've got to know that. Manage the game. Don't take a chance.
3rd and 10. Looking long. Has the catch. Touchdown. They're set to punt it away now. He's going to try and return this one. That picks up 7. The Broncos have tried to stretch the field vertically, and they certainly have. Manning's arm is one of the best in the league.
Long passes down the field that are completed. It's still one of the prettiest plays in all of sports. It just looks majestic, and man, has he been sharp today.
The Broncos approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. He sends the halfback in motion. First down at the 34. Looking at every option. Pass made for about 4. The Broncos have been quite good all season at throwing the football, and it's been another game like that today. Manning's been efficient. He's been finding his targets, and he's getting it done.
He is showing why he's one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. When you take his talent and you put along with it great decisions, you get something special on the field. I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every first down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the second half, every first down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
Complete, didn't get his feet down.
That was an incomplete pass that time against cover 2, the 2 deep safeties, and you really want to throw the football down the middle or deep down the sidelines. That time the quarterback didn't do that, and that's why it was incomplete. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Handoff made. Lee Matthews makes the tackle.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Second and 6. Thomas makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown. This is going to be a true statement win for them today. Ready to step up and send this one down to the end zone. And he'll start his return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Broncos have done a whale of a job taking their halftime lead and adding a whole lot more to it here in the third quarter.
And they're just doing everything we saw them do in the first half. Just dominating the pace of play and just being more physical than the defense.
The Broncos are in front thanks to their quarterback. Manning's done everything he can to keep his team on top.
He has been so efficient here today. Very smart making decisions. And when you put those two things together, that's why your football team is winning.
First down at the 30. And it falls incomplete.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
The Packers come out in a dime package. The Broncos will take the snap from the 30. Tried to find his target over the middle, but that pass goes incomplete.
Third long.
They're in punting formation. He's tackled right at the 31.
That returner, when he goes to the sideline, I promise you, that special teams coach is going to rip him a new one. Hold on to the football. Lucky to get it back after that fumble.
Manning comes out in the pistol. To the sideline and complete.
Tick, 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 tick. That's what we're trying to do. Make that clock keep running down. You got the offense out there. You got a big lead in the second half. Every first down you get shortens that football game.
Manning's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Scanning the field. Firing it. The margin is increased with another touchdown. And all set to punt here. He'll have a chance for a return. That return's good for about 24.
The Broncos love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
There's no doubt these are two of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, but today only one has played well.
Well, Jim, it's easy to see why one has played well and why the other one hasn't. The one that's playing well, look at the circumstances. Everything going well. Guy's getting open. He's getting protection. It's easy to do it when you have situations like that.
Halfback sent in motion. The Broncos have it at the 39. Airing it out. He's in the clear. The 10, and he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run. And again, another score on that drive, and we see a receiver closing in on the single game mark for touchdowns.
It's just no record that's safe. It's unbelievable. It seems like about every other week.
The Packers ready here for the kickoff. That's a timeout call. Mason Crosby ready for the kickoff. And the hands team does his job recovering the onside kick. Peyton Manning marching back into the huddle. And their lead looks pretty safe at this point, and he's had a lot to do with them getting in this position. Wouldn't you say so, partner?
Oh, absolutely. Look, he is a star. We know that. We talk about him all the time. And what I love about him, he is just nothing but a team player. First down at the 45.
He's got the catch. They bring him to the turf. The Packers have been a stout defense all season long, but today they have been completely taken out of their game plan.
Yeah, sometimes when you're having a bad defensive day, you don't mind giving up those yards as long as you tighten up and toughen up in the red zone. But today, even the red zone defense has been bad. That's why they're giving up so many points.
And now as we look at some gaudy passing numbers, he's within striking distance of breaking the single-game pass yards mark.
Well, he's 75 yards away from breaking the single-game mark for the most yards in a game in NFL history. I know the coaches know where he stands on the sidelines.
Touchdown, Broncos. Running it in for the 7th time on the season.
You got to get...
The Broncos step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. And that's a gain of 10. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
Jim, that's just playing it by the book. You got the lead, and you want to keep the clock moving, so what do? You run the football. When you're in the huddle as a quarterback in this type of situation...
Well, I tell you, it's getting ugly out here. The Broncos have jumped out to a big lead here coming off. My good... The Packers are going to punt the football. Looking for a lane on the return. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line. That return's good for about 23.
The Broncos know there's 3 parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking. They get it done.
Peyton Manning from the shotgun. Launching it deep, but they can't connect. He had an open receiver that time and just misfired on the deep throw.
Yeah, I think he got too excited. The fact that he saw a receiver down the field wide open, he got excited. That's why he overthrew it just a little bit.
The Broncos snap it at the 31. Heaving it down the field. Going to take it the distance. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. Again, with a touchdown on that drive, we're seeing a receiver. For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.